With that bugle, the Justice Society of America heeds the call to freedom. Featuring the mysterious vigilante, Sandman, the genius millionaire, Rex Tyler, as Hourman, Detective Jay Garrick as Super Speedster, The Flash, Dr. Charlie Rindell as the resourceful Dr. Mid-Nite, and former champion heavyweight boxer Alan Scott as the unstoppable Green Lantern. Whether they are battling gangsters, tangling with the superior machinations of T.O. Morrow, or throwing down against the fascist powers of the East, the Justice Society of America is here week to week to protect truth, justice, and the American way. This week's adventure! Tomorrow comes a day too soon. While Platinum City begins to wind down for the evening, a sight to behold is taking place just a few miles into the countryside. All 5 members of the Justice Society of America have gathered together on a mission of mercy to protect the embattled governor in interim, as attempts against his life have begun to stack up in recent weeks. Between their various strengths and superhuman level intellects, there is nothing in the world that could possibly get past them. Not even the machinations of the nefarious Lex Luthor or Professor Hugo Strange could hope to best this super team. However, despite this, an unseen danger lurks just beyond their senses, one they will be powerless to stop.
Boy, am I glad to have all of you here. Thank you for agreeing to this, Mr. Lantern, Mr. Flash.
No need for thanks, Governor Diema. It is our pleasure to protect the democratic process.
Indeed, and I wouldn't pass up a chance to spend some time with my old pal, Gunna Diema.
Oh, Flash, I haven't used that nickname since the Army. Please call me Gunther. It's quite unstately to run roughshod like that nowadays, I suppose.
Those days may be long behind both of us, but you saved my life more than a few times, and I haven't forgotten it.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather forget them. I still can't forgive myself for agreeing to follow President Hoover's order to march on those veterans back in '32.
The important thing is you've dedicated your life to making up for it, Gunther, and your few short months in office have already been testament to that.
Indeed, our National Guard posting is the envy of the nation, with how well you keep our finest men paid.
Oh, it's the least I can do. Gentlemen, if I may interrupt.
Of course, Sandman. What is it?
Dr. Mid-Nite said he's been detecting some strange readings with his visor, and that they were emanating from this room.
Yeah, we've been here with the governor all evening. I'm not certain what Mid-Nite could be seeing, honestly.
Neither am I, but he requested to perform a sweep of the room just to be certain.
I see no issue with it, so long as you don't, Governor.
Not at all. If Dr. Mid-Nite is concerned, well, with everything that's happened lately, I'm willing to validate that concern with trust.
Agreed. Those, accidents have been popping up more and more, and I trust Mid-Nite with my life. Go let him know he can head on in, Sandman.
On it, boss. I tell you what, I haven't managed to get a lick of sleep all week because of this accidents mess. If things don't start winding down soon, I may have to take a leave of absence.
Well, hopefully with the Justice Society of America watching your back, whoever has been after you will realize the error of their ways.
Have we heard any more reports of Boss Manchester's gang? I heard they were attempting to recoup after we took their leader down a few pegs.
No. In fact, the last thing Governor Rayberry did before passing away from that dreadful heart attack was expedite the dismantling of Boss Manchester's gang. Boss Bruno's gone into hiding even after he pulled his rackets out too, especially after that thrashing you boys gave him.
That's something I can confirm as well. Rex, good to see you. How was patrol?
Good. The city is quiet tonight. I've still got another 30 minutes or so left in my hour of power. That's how easy it was.
Swell to hear it, lad.
Governor, good to see you again as always.
You as well, our man. Thank you again, by the way, for Tyler Coe's campaign donation. I hope it'll help me secure the election next week.
Tyler Coe is one of the only businesses still profitable in the country. I might as well make my donations count where I can.
Yes, well, I have faith in President Roosevelt. We're already a far cry from where we were a few years ago, and if I can secure the governorship, I'll put as much of my support behind him and making sure you've got some healthy competition, our man.
Yes, of course. Competition. That's what I want. Alright everyone, this shouldn't take more than a moment. I just have to tune my visor to the right frequencies, and I can have the room scanned in the next minute.
After that, I suggest you get to bed, Governor. I may not be a medical expert like the doc here, but even I can see the signs of severe fatigue in those eyes of yours. I will attempt to take that under advisement, Sandman. Dr. Mid-Nite, you may proceed.
Now that's odd. What is it, Doc? Well, Flash, I'm picking up some unusual readings. They're emanating from you, Green Lantern. It's like a strange radiological field that I can't quite describe. I'm reading a large amount of xenon, osmium, cobalt, and trace amounts of chlorine and krypton.
That combination does not sound quite healthy.
Oh, you're right, Lantern, it's not. All of that mixed together can be quite the dangerous combination. Ah! My visor is being overloaded by this blinding light.
Same here, Doc. That blinding white light is unbelievable.
Lantern, is that coming from you?
Negative, Hourman. My power ring is not active at this time. And I, too, am blinded.
What in the blazes? They're gone. No.
Don't you leave me here.
Not now. The Justice Society wouldn't abandon me, not now. Especially not when somebody's about to...
If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime for beer.
What the devil?
Where are we? It seems to be an endless void, bathed in white light. It's almost blinding. Speak for yourself, Hourman. My visor has been rendered useless. Without it, I can't see a thing. My speed, I can't feel it. It's like it's been frozen in place.
Easy, everyone. It's not our first encounter with the strange.
Maybe for you, Sandy, but I've never felt or seen anything like this. I feel weightless and grounded all at the same time.
Awaken.
Who? Gravity. I never thought I would miss it so much. It still doesn't answer where we are. This white void is endless.
How do you feel?
My God, a strong, tall woman, brilliant bronze skin, black hair, and a powerful aura. Not exactly what I imagined encountering here.
Oh yeah? And what did you expect, Sandy?
She's, I can't quite describe it. She's almost godlike. She reminds me of the wondrous woman that my old pal Steve Trevor told me about years ago.
Who are you?
I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
We were protecting Governor Diema, when, I can only assume, you whisked us away to wherever this is.
Why have you taken us? You are leaving the governor defenseless.
I have little choice, and neither do you. Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. Something is wrong.
My visor may not work here, but I was robbed of my sight long ago. My other senses have adapted since then, and I can hear the fear in your voice, woman. What is going on? What could be wrong enough for you to take all of us away from our duty?
Unforeseen consequences.
Oh joy, I love cryptic riddles. Sandman, what is she talking about?
I am unsure, Hourman. What is it you want from us? Who are you?
Take what strength you may steal from me. That is all I need be to you. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you.
What mistakes need we learn?
This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort. We are together in this matter, you and I. What affects you affects me. There can be no division in our actions, or everything is lost.
By God, where did those gashes come from? They were just ripped by nothing into the walls of this void.
They are pain. See how they are empty. A void of black in this room of white. Whatever this place is, I think she's saying that it's under attack.
Look, there! That new gash! It's showing the governor's house!
There, in the window, silhouettes.
It is my prerogative, my mission. I was programmed for your death, and so it shall be done. You are governor, no more.
No. Not now. The Justice Society wouldn't abandon me, not now. Especially not when somebody's about to...
I cannot see it, but the stench of death is heavy in our air.
You are correct, Doctor. From the sound of it, death has befallen our governor.
Blast it, Lantern!
What?
What happened? This all started when Mid-Nite picked up those emissions from you. What did you do? Why have you brought us here? To her?
Flash, calm yourself, chum. I played no hand in the transition from our world to this one.
Yeah, I want to believe it, but I find that hard. You were always a much better friend of Governor Rayberry, and you couldn't stand the pain of his death being washed over so quickly by Diema taking office.
The two of you, be silent. We need a course of action, not division in our ranks.
Flash, Jay, my old friend. What? You are in grief, but do not take your anger out on your friends. You know Lantern had nothing to do with this. I know, but it isn't right. It isn't fair. Governor Diema was a good, a just man. He made some mistakes, but he was always trying to do better. I knew him longer than I've known anyone else, longer than any of you for sure. He didn't deserve to die that way.
It is not easy to face death, feeling powerless. I know the feeling all too well, Flash. The reasons that drove me to become the Sandman, to answer the call of justice, were bathed in death, as you well know. My grief was stronger than my sense of duty. If it wasn't for you, and for the Batman, it very well may have drowned me.
Yeah, just as I was about to let mine do to me. I see your point, old friend.
We will mourn, but only after we have dealt with this.
Agreed. I apologize, Green Lantern.
Perhaps you might have done more, but it is of no matter now. Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried. That beast there, do you see it? Where he was born, where he came from, I do not know, any more than I know where he walks now.
What is that thing?
Nothing human, to be sure. The beast's strength is prodigious, and you can learn much from it.
Oh my God! Oh, this power, this strength, it is overwhelming. It feels as though a skyscraper has been placed upon my back. And to make it worse, there's a vice grip around my throat.
What is this beast? His strength? Impossible!
He is life at its most primitive, and he represents what happens when civilization comes to primates. The illusion that we are something more than our instincts. The beast is a lesson. Learn that lesson, then you will understand.
What can we alone do against this? I agree. My powers, even at their maximum strength, could not contend with this beast.
For one as limited as you, perhaps.
Yeah. Is that who murdered Governor Diema?
In a manner of speaking, yes. But it is more complicated than that.
That strength, that power, it is overwhelming, even to me.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. We are together in this, and if we stand together, we may yet prevent a greater tragedy.
I'll do whatever is necessary, if it means stopping that thing from being unleashed upon our world. Just as society, we must unite like never before. If this wondrous woman can aid us, we can catch this beast before he does any more damage.
Much may be communicated in the motions of battle. It is a picture, a dance. You know much of battle, enough to know that this is a battle you cannot win.
Well, I refuse to accept that. The Justice Society of America bows to no force, no strength, as evil and as vile as that.
I would have expected more from a war veteran, but yet you disappoint me. Before you go, a word of caution.
Yes?
He walks, but he is dead, and there is a use for one such as he, along with all of his kind. And the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That strength again. But it is more... It feels more real, if that's a way to describe it.
Indeed, old chum. I was prepared this time, but even I am still shaken by this power. The beast she just warned us of. I believe he is here.
I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? It matters not. Know that you have seen what formerly only I knew. Now we shall see if you have the strength to stop what comes.
We will stay and we will fight with you.
I am recovering. Your concern is noted, but not necessary. Keep your mind on the present. I have little choice, and neither do you. This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
That portal, it must be for us. Come on, let's get out of here.
Lantern, come on!
Leave this be. You have no choice in the matter. Keep an open mind. All things in time.
next time some weird, wondrous woman decides to abduct all of us, Sandy, you can go in my stead. That was a trip I would rather not repeat.
I highly doubt we will encounter her again.
What, Sandman?
Nothing, Lantern.
Flash, do you remember that robbery we encountered last month? The one where you and I were nearly burned to a crisp? Yeah, I haven't exactly forgotten. My visor is working again since we left that intertime dimension, and I wanted to investigate and determine if the murderer left behind any clues that couldn't be picked up by the rather limited eyes of a Homo sapien. That tone of yours concerns me, Mid-Nite. As it should. That robbery led the Flash and I to our first confrontation with a being known as T.O. Morrow, one we nearly didn't survive. My enhanced visor, augmented to not just let me see but to pick up trace scans of forensic evidence, is picking up a highly concentrated package of atomized particles, uranium, traces of cobalt, and krypton. Comparing the two scans, I can say without even the slightest doubt that these definitely came from the same source. But this one has an increased density.
If there is a higher concentration and density, then surely you can trace it wherever it went, Dr. Mid-Nite.
Not just trace it, Green Lantern, but I can follow it right to the source. Justice Society, follow me. We're right behind you, Doctor. Wondrous women of mystical origin, a beast of unimaginable power, and a murder mystery. The Justice Society of America may have met their match. Although they may not have time, as heroes often do, we here at the Continental Broadcasting Federation know they'd make a pit stop at their local grocery store for a pack of Lee's fruit pies to get that extra pep in their step. Available in 3 tongue-smacking, taste-bud-bursting flavors, Lee's fruit pies are the perfect treat for breakfast, a quick dessert at lunch, or the best welcome-home gift you could ever give. Lee's fruit pies come in apple, cherry, and banana. Something for everybody. Pick it up and eat it straight from the wrapping, or for that extra dose of deliciousness, let it sit out in the sun for a while and get the next best thing to one of Grandma's classic pies. The Justice Society of America's favorite snack is Lee's fruit pies, and when you try one, we're sure it'll be yours too. Lee's fruit pies. Pick them up at your local grocery store today. Now, with that out of the way, let's join back up with the Justice Society of America, who have united together for the first time ever on this radio program as they uncover the hidden location of the murderer of Governor Diema.
The old military base? This place hasn't been in operation since 36.
Tylaco doesn't even have this place on our maps. I thought it was an empty lot, to be honest. Yeah, well, it was scheduled to be demolished in 38, but when me and the rogue scientists calling themselves the Faultless Four tangled here that year, Governor Rayberry scrapped those plans. Wanted to make it into a historical site one day.
And that's more than enough time for anybody to have turned it into a base of operations for any number of criminal activities.
Indeed, Sandman, and it's here that the trail ends. Looking around us, I have readings indicating 2 paths. One that is slightly fainter, leading out towards the city, and one that is more recent, stronger, leading back here. Whoever the murderer was, this is undoubtedly where he came from, and where he returned to. Didn't that mystical woman say that something called the Beast murdered Governor Diema? If it was him, why can't we feel that same overwhelming strength we felt in that void?
Perhaps his strength is stronger in the void than it is in our world. Or it is hidden to our senses without her aid.
Whatever it is, we must tread lightly, my fine comrades. Whoever inhabits this base, once made for war, clearly intends to make it a destination for that again. Except this time, they wish to wage that war on us. Let them try. The Justice Society of America is no pushover, and they certainly wouldn't be a match for the invulnerability and enhanced strength of the Hourman, Rex Tyler.
Let's get in there and bring some justice.
Lantern, your power ring makes you the strongest of all of us. If you could lead the way.
Of course, Dr. Mid-Nite. JSA, fall in behind me.
There. That hangar over there. The bay doors have been sealed shut.
I see them, Flash. Let's get over there quick and quietly. One yank from my power ring, I will unpry these barriers. Everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
On your call.
Affirmative, Green Lantern. Anytime, old chum.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Lantern, you alright?
I'm fine. I just got a bad feeling, that's all. Whatever is behind this wall is dangerous.
The Justice Society, just as predicted.
It's over for you, murderer. Give yourself up and we won't have to hurt you. Though right now, I'd be okay if you want to give up a little fight.
The Flash, an avid foe. If it weren't for a fault in his programming that forced him to self-destruct, my predecessor android would have been your doom. However, it would seem that the luck falls to me instead.
The only one meeting the end of the line here, pal, is you. Be careful, boys. My visor is picking up some strange, anomalous readings from him. I can't quite taper them down yet.
How astute, Dr. Mid-Nite.
Oil, cobalt, uranium, krypton. It's all flowing through you, through mechanical veins and pumps.
Good.
I can hear gears whirring, electricity crackling. You're not a man at all, are you? You must be what T.O. Morrow was talking about. An android.
Yes, indeed. Your intelligence is just as powerful and your senses just as keen as my master said they would be. You will be an interesting challenge for me, and I will add what I learned to my long-term memory storage compartments. All of you will be. And when I have thwarted you, I will aid my master in conquering the world. And the information I shall glean from your defeat will help me in doing that. So says Android Teron Core.
Bad news, you villain. The Justice Society of America is not dead yet, and we won't be anytime soon. Justice Society, attack!
A valiant effort. Now, it is my turn.
Flash, no!
gas gun, crushed beneath his strength.
And that puts you down too, Dr. Mid-Nite.
My arm, broken like a twig.
Sleep it off, Hourman.
Oh, my back. When did they start making these oil drums out of steel?
Your power is insignificant to mine, Green Lantern. If you could defeat me, it would not matter. Your friends are down, and you would never be able to stand against T.O. Morrow alone.
Haven't you ever heard of counting your eggs before they hatched? With you wrapped up in my power like this, there's nowhere you can go unless I let you.
Impossible. My records, the Master. You can't be this strong.
The power of the Green Lantern is one far beyond your comprehension, android. No evil escapes my sight, and the power the Lantern granted to me puts me in a league of my own. Allow me to demonstrate that power, android, as I tighten this energy whip I have wrapped around you, until you're nothing but a smoking heap of scrap iron. Rex, old buddy, are you okay? My arm's broken. It's ruined. The Miracle pill must have won out. At a really bad time, too. I just need to get back to Tylico headquarters and take another one. I'll be fine after that. Here, use part of my cape to make a tourniquet in the meantime. Yeah, my head. That android speed. Almost as fast as me caught me by complete surprise. Oh. You're not the only one. Even without doing a full body examination, I can feel 2 linear fractures in the vertebrocondylar ribs. And my mandible has been indefinitely loosened. Don't worry, I can gather us all in my power ring's energy and get us back to the JSA HQ. Once we're there, we can do some further examinations to see just what this android is made of.
I am afraid, gentlemen, that will be quite impossible.
No, not you, not...
T.O. Morrow. Yes. Like I said at our last encounter, you heroes are so pathetically predictable.
Sticking out our necks for the innocent? Meting out justice to murderers and criminals? If that's predictable, I'll take it any day.
You know, Dr. Mid-Nite, I do genuinely regret that we had to meet under these circumstances. If I had known what you were destined to become after your accident, I would have made an effort to make your acquaintance earlier. And the same goes for you, Alan Scott. Your Green Lantern powers make you far more than the champion boxer you used to be. But they could have been so much more had I been there to help you.
You're one certified madman if you think I would have ever worked with you.
Oh, but the strands of time tell 1,000 different tales, each one echoing 1,000 different tomorrows. Unfortunately for you, Flash, Mid-Nite, Hourman, the tomorrows are coming sooner than you think.
No!
There. Much more easily dispatched than Hippolyta ever was. And yet, she had such faith in you. How misplaced it was.
Hippolyta. Do you mean that wondrous woman we met?
Wondrous woman? Oh, how quaint. If only you could comprehend the galaxy, the universe as I do, Lantern, you may find that description humorous.
Get to the point, Morrow.
Yes, of course. Hippolyta had such faith in you, believed your fates and hers to be interlinked, her strength your own. Yet, she gave me far more of a fight than your little team did. Before I destroyed her, of course. Well, no matter. You cannot stop me, Green Lantern, and once I have defeated the Justice Society of America, the world will be mine to conquer. All that is good, just, and democratic shall fall before my power. With no one to stand against me, my army of androids will be able to rise up, and there shall be nothing to stop fascism and chaos from ruling the world once and for all.
In your dreams, Tio Morrow, I'll never let you leave here without a fight. I defeated one of your precious androids. I can defeat 1,000 of them, and I can defeat you as well.
Oh, such courage, such bravado. You know, Lantern, perhaps I was wrong. Join me, Green Lantern, and I will augment your powers and your strength with my own. You will be unstoppable. There will be nothing and no one to stand against you. The universe, the galaxy, not even just this pitiful world. It could be ours, if you just accept my strength and my power.
The beast's strength is prodigious, and you can learn much from it.
Hippolyta? It can't be. Morrow said you died.
Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing.
But this power, it is overwhelming. Unlike what you showed us, he's holding back, I can tell. There's no end to his strength. The power ring can feel it extending off in infinite directions.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended.
But you said I could learn from it. I don't have to accept his offer, but if I tap into it, just a bit, I may be able to use it against him. Fire against fire.
Entertain what illusions you will. I am too tired to argue them with you. Perhaps you should think upon the matter more, and I think you will discover where real strength lies.
True strength? True strength, that's it. That's the key.
What will it be, Green Lantern? Will you join me, or die?
No matter how black the night, no matter how dark the day, no evil shall escape me, for my Green Lantern lights the way!
Very well, Lantern, if you choose weakness, then accept your fate! By the gods I've killed, you can't be this strong! Oh, that one hurt.
Not as much as this one will hurt you!
Oh yeah? Try this one on for size, hero. You could have been something once, Green Lantern, but I suppose I should have known better. You are strong, powerful even, but you are not on my level yet. Goodbye, Green Lantern. What the? You!
This looks like a job for Superman.
Last you, Man of Steel!
You're strong.
More than you know, Man of Steel.
Superman, together!
Take that, you criminal. With Green Lantern at my side, you cannot hope to beat both of us.
Perhaps you are right, Superman. But I will be back, and you will all pay for your defiance to T.O. Morrow today.
What the? Where did he go? He just vanished into thin air.
He does that. But he'll be back, Superman. He'll be back. Of that, I unfortunately have no doubts.
And so, although T.O. Morrow escaped, the Justice Society of America still remained together, and triumphant. Together with their friends and reserve team members Batman and Superman, the heroes recovered from their injuries. Most of them paid little mind to the fact that they had met a being named Hippolyta, focused instead on finding T.O. Morrow. Most. But not all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. I understand, Mr. President. Do not worry. Green Lantern and the rest of the Justice Society of America will keep an eye out for T.O. Morrow. If he even sneezes, we'll be there with a handkerchief and a pair of handcuffs. Of course. Good night, sir. What a day, what a day. At least the others are recovering. But I still can't shake the feeling that there is still something... that I need to do.
You have made a strange choice, a unique choice. Very well, I accept it.
You accept it? That is all you have to say, Hippolyta.
So it would seem.
Why? Why do you contact me? No, more importantly, why did you speak to me during the battle against Morrow, your beast? What made me different?
To see one that had the strength to best them, that is a moment I will not forget. To best one in battle is one thing. To defeat them without striking a blow, that was my hope. Regardless, it had to be done.
You speak in riddles, at a distance. Tell me what you want, Hippolyta, in plain terms.
Focus on my voice. Now do you hear me? Truly hear me? You have taken the first steps on a much longer road, and know that that is the true lesson of strength, to turn away from strength that is not your own.
You talk of strength, of power, but why me? You still haven't answered that.
I'm always testing you, never forget that.
What? No. No more tests until you tell me what I must know. What do you want from me?
That is the end of the lesson for now. All things in time.
Who is this mythical Hippolyta? What does she have planned for Green Lantern? What will happen to the Justice Society of America next? There's only one way to find out, listeners, and that's to tune in each and every week to the Justice Society of America. Only here on the Continental Broadcasting Federation. As always, a wonderful thank you to our beautiful cast of characters who make the JSA the hottest show on the radio. Starring Alex Paige as the Green Lantern, Mr. Thunder as Sandman, Clark Hull as the Hourman, James Donahue as The Flash, Jack Jones as T.O. Morrow, and introducing S. Fisher as Dr. Mid-Nite. This episode was written and produced by Jacob Marr and M.T. Maire for the Continental Broadcasting Federation. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you next week. Good night.